Go.
How is going today? Lola, my name is Dwayne.
My name's Jazz.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you Scream 5, aka Scream 2000.
Right, I'm about to say
2022 version. All right.
Yeah.
We gonna get into this because this movie, we
It
gonna spoil it.
surprised me.
It's surprising. We gonna
surprised
spoil it. So if you
Yeah.
guys don't want no spoilers, you can guys get out here.
Get out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get into it, man.
So this Scream is supposed to be like the fifth
installment.
one. Yeah,
in
the
the
fifth
series,
installment
right?
in the series. We saw we grew up like with Scary Movie and stuff, like the parodies.
Same here.
Parodies of it, yeah.
So I never actually watched Scream until last night, because last night we wanted to see the original so that we could prepare
refresh.
for whatever is going to be in this new one.
Yeah.
And legit Scary Movie, like legit, was getting that movie piece to piece, because I felt like I already knew what Scream was because I watched that. But I'm glad to see the original now, because they actually like had ties from the first one to this one, and it was actually done very well.
I'm not gonna lie. I came into the movie skeptical, like, oh, here we go again. Here's another. They were calling it in the movie a requel, so it's not basically
it's not a sequel.
It's like you just can't reboot it.
You gotta
add something.
to it.
Yeah, and so they were talking about like Halloween and them rebooting Halloween,
Friday the
13th, and stuff like that. It was just like, and the original one did the same thing. It was kind of making fun of the whole scary movie
plot,
slasher, teen slasher thing, and the plots and tropes within the movie. But this movie is actually it's so convoluted but cool at the same time.
Yeah.
So they had a movie in this requel called Stab, which is basically in their universe a movie of what happened in real life in their universe.
Yeah.
And so and they were basically like, oh, don't leave, don't separate. And then it was very good. I had to say it was
I liked it because it was kind of like the same movie, but it was done, I would say it was done differently, correctly, if that makes sense, because it's like they had people that were related to people that were in the first one. Like the main girl was the daughter of Billy, which was one of the killers in the first one.
Yeah.
And they also had the twins, who were the niece and nephew of the dude that was always skeptical about stuff in movies and saying like you shouldn't do this.
The expert.
Yeah, the experts and stuff. And they came out. Well, the niece came out to be like the expert on like all the stuff. So it's kind of like she took the role of the uncle. Like she took the uncle role. And it was just kind of cool.
Then they brought back the legacy characters. And I'm not gonna lie, man. The way they did Dewey.
Yeah.
It was. It was like it was like the movie was poking fun at its own self, but at the same time poking fun at other movies in the same genre.
But that's why I liked it though, because it was self-aware. Because I was going into the movie thinking like, all right, this is gonna be stupid.
Yeah, bro.
But no,
because you know why? It's because of Halloween too. Not the second.
When Halloween brought back all the
it dies tonight.
It will die tonight. It will die. And then that
did not happen.
So like that's why I went into.
We went in there like
it was gonna be dumb.
Here we
but
go.
No, it wasn't, because it was like it's like they learned their lesson. Like the legacy characters like have brought all of everything, all their experience from what happened before to now. So they'll be looking at it like you gotta always look at the love interest as a suspect all the time. Don't go nowhere by yourself. Like all these different rules and stuff like that, and like suspect people in the friend group and all that stuff. And he was right.
And he was right.
Because it was somebody in the friend group, and it was somebody that was a love interest, and then even the dude that was a love interest said that. He said you should have listened to the cop, because he said said it, like he said it. Don't look at the love interest, and you didn't want to do it.
And it was like talking about like fandoms and stuff like that, and how like they were basically like fans
could be toxic.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, fandoms.
They can be toxic.
Can very be. Yes.
I think that was the whole theme of this movie, because like it was like all the killings are basically happening again the same way, and they're being tied to people that's been,
it's
part of it because of the fandom trying to recreate or get back to the basics of
or nostalgia. It's been really weird. It's been really weird meta stuff, because they did that like in the Matrix Resurrections, where they was like Warner Brothers wants a sequel and they're gonna do it without you or not, and how Like it's getting really meta. Movies now are getting super duper meta. It's kind of weird.
But I think that's why they did that in the movie, because it was like people just do like cash grab remakes and stuff like that, and they don't really put care
about
into
the true fans.
Yeah. So they're like, we're gonna go back to the basics to stab, since that was so good, and recreate it, but make it a twist because we're doing it as the fans and not like
Yeah,
so it was just a lot, and so it was just like that can't happen. And like even the killer, one of the killers said like I just did this because I wanted to be a part of something. And I'm like, that's true, because there are people that get crazy, like there are the crazy stands that develop because they want to be a part of something, and they finally found a community where people think the same as them, and so like that kind of just like
there's certain rules.
It's gonna keep.
I just got added off of Scream. Ain't that something?
It gets toxic and really bad. So I think that's why they did that.
Yeah, I think it's always good to have like opposite, like a versus, like to question what all right, it's good, but what can we improve upon it? Like I always think, I always love conversations like that. And this is Scream 5, aka Scream reboot requel. It was good, and it touched on those points, and the killings was is everybody's favorite part, even though it's kind of messed up. But like the killings were like, they had so many scenes that made me and her laugh. Where the character always goes to the refrigerator, and then the camera always block out behind the refrigerator.
And you think that when they close it, then the
they know what they do because they have the music start rising, tension start going, and they're not there. And they just made it. They did it about like 3 times one scene, and we were just sitting there laughing, and the audience with us was laughing too because it was just like, but it's like you don't know. So it's like it's good, man.
It's like, you expect somebody to be behind that refrigerator door. You expect somebody to be behind that bathroom door or whatever like that. Yeah.
And they were talking about also like the evolution of horror too. That they're starting to have like different, like It Follows. If you guys watched It Follows, Babadook, I gotta watch that one. So I heard that one was good. They were talking about Jordan Peele's movie, like Get Out, and how the horror movie genre is kind of like evolving from what it used to be, just like killing just to kill.
Yeah, it's not just horror anymore. It's like there's horror, then there's like slasher horror.
Yeah, and then contemporary horror that has a
psychological horror.
Like his commentary on society and mixed in with the horror, like how it evolves, and I'm a big nerd with that stuff.
I think the term elevated horror.
Elevated horror, elevated horror, and I'm a big nerd when it comes to all that stuff. Yeah. So this movie, I give it a solid 8.
I liked it. I like the part that made me like really laugh was that like because they were pointing out the tropes of like like what killers usually do and stuff like that. The killers, the legacy characters that are already through it before, they're looking at everything and that's what made me laugh because like they saw like one of the killers, she was acting like she was hurt, she ran out like, oh my god, somebody help me, oh, they stabbed me, and they're just staring at her, they're like, nah. That's a trap. That's a trap. No, I'm not gonna go help her, and they were right not to because then she pulled out the gun and stuff. And then like even the main character was questioning her own sister that was tied up in the closet.
And I thought that was really good too, because he's like,
she was about to cut and release her, and then she kind of looked at her like, nah, you might still have a grudge against me.
So it was like it was good. It's like who done it thing and how they flipped it. It was very good.
It was very good. I did not expect to like it as much as I did.
Yeah, I give it an 8. What do you give it?
Same.
You give it an 8. I give it a solid 8.
Yeah.
The only thing that would have made it better. I don't think there's anything that could have made it better, actually. I think
the only reason that like certain things made me
10.
Laugh
Is
one, and I told you this in the car, was when because like in the trailers and stuff, like they show like the girl was like trying to use her phone app to
that was when we gave it 2 points, now sit down.
She was using her phone app to close and lock the doors and stuff like that. He was getting hacked into it, so everything's high tech. So they're saying that it's like in an age of now. Basically is when this is happening. But at the same time, everybody in this movie seems to
have a landline. That's what we gave it 2 points down. We was like, yo.
It's like, so y'all got all this high-tech stuff, like, it's like in the now. And you mean to tell me everybody in this town got a landline?
You telling me nobody has a Ring doorbell? Because one of the kills, I'm not going to say, but one of the kills is like, bruh, like, y'all do not have a security system where you have cameras. And that's what gave us 2 points down, is because
I'm like, so everybody got a landline, and then when you answer it, you having a full conversation with this person.
That's what we did about the first Scream too. It's like,
but back then, people used to be playing on phones back then because they didn't have caller ID. So like they would be, oh yeah, whatever, and plus they'd be bored.
Yeah.
What was you doing back then?
I remember back in the old Scream, she was making a popcorn on the stove. I said, what?
He's like, what you making some popcorn.
She on the stove with it.
Yeah, just with the killer. So I'm thinking that now you
Now,
would not
yeah,
have
a
random
landline.
conversations on a landline, not even on your cell phone.
I ain't gonna lie.
So,
My parents have a landline.
but that's because they came
from that generation.
Right.
Nowadays, I'm
So,
thinking they,
I'm thinking like it's not gonna be there, but that's why I took it down a little bit. But
yeah. Other than that, that was our only gripes with it. Other than that, it was a good solid 8. You guys definitely should check it out. It's a fun movie.
Yeah.
I think you guys will like it. Anyway, guys, comment below. Let's
don't forget to like,
subscribe,
and
share
share.
some more.